In today's video, I'm going to teach you using the axis mode for all objects. If you've ever needed an object to rotate around a corner, scale from a specific edge, or align more precisely within your scene, adjusting its axis, sometimes called the pivot, is the key. Axis mode lets you reposition the axis without moving the actual object, which gives you much more control over how it behaves during transformations. Start by selecting the primitive object you want to work with. You can click it directly in the viewport or select it in the object manager if that's easier. Make sure it's highlighted so you know you're working on the right item. This step ensures the axis you're about to edit belongs to the correct object. Next, press the L key on your keyboard to activate axis mode. You'll notice a subtle change. The transform gizmo now represents the object's axis rather than the object itself. Think of this as unlocking the pivot. The geometry is frozen in place, while the axis becomes editable. If you don't see an obvious change, that's okay. Keep an eye on the handles and any on-screen indicators that show axis mode is enabled. Now use the axis tool to click and drag the axis to a new position. You can move it to the center of a face, snap it to a corner, or place it along an edge, depending on how you intend to transform the object later. Be deliberate here. Where you put the axis determines how rotations and scales will behave. If your software supports snapping, turning it on can help lock the axis to exact points or grid lines. For straight moves, drag along a single axis. For diagonal placement, use the plane handles. If you're aligning to another object in the scene, orbit your view for a clear perspective and place the axis precisely where you need it. Remember, you are not moving the object right now, only its pivot. Once the axis is where you want it, press L again to deactivate axis mode and return to normal object manipulation. This is a toggle, so pressing L brings you back to standard editing. Now, when you move, scale, or rotate, the object will respond relative to its new axis position. If something behaves unexpectedly, quickly check whether axis mode is still on, and toggle it off. That's it. With a quick selection, a single key press, a precise drag, and one more tap to exit, you've customized the pivot and unlocked more predictable professional transformations.